Right, earlier today, KTN News reporter Solomon Saranja spoke to Chris Kaheru of the Citizens Coalition to get his perspective of the final day of campaigns in Uganda. Here now is part of that interview.
Let's start off with the chaotic scenes. You know, the police using tear gas, seeing heavy military deployment in Kampala City, in the different places, in Wandege and in Chiseka Market, and use of tear gas. What do you make of these such chaotic scenes as we head towards the elections?
I think this doesn't portend well for the election, not at all, because essentially 3 days from today we'll be heading into an election. Just tomorrow we are having all the candidates having their major rallies around Kampala. So if you have such chaotic scenes before all the candidates have their closing rallies in Kampala, what is actually going to happen when the candidates actually convene their rallies in Kampala? The election would have been handled different. I think 3 days to an election, you wouldn't want to handle such a situation using violence, excessive force. You want to explore approaches such as dialogue, having a conversation with this candidate and saying, look, I mean, we are Ugandans, we know this is what you want to do, but you might disrupt public order. I mean, basically having conversation, a dialogue in this case would work better than using excessive force, using tear gas, using live bullets, and actually dispersing people and injuring people. We are hearing of fatalities. That is not good for this country.
Absolutely. I also saw some of the footage that we have. I saw one of the people, one of the supporters of Dr. Kizza Besigye getting a tear gas can stand, throwing it back at the police. That's such, you know, brave. It's I don't know how I can describe it. One of the things that has happened, it spells something.
Yeah, it does. One of the things that has happened to Uganda over the last 5 years has been citizens becoming bolder. Simply put, bolder. And this is accounted for by the number of processes, political conscientization, civic conscientization that citizens have gone through. Starting with civic campaigns, such as the Black Monday campaign that was actually put forward to rebuke the corrupt officials. Things like the Free and Fair Elections campaign made citizens bolder, because during the Free and Fair Elections campaign rallies across the country, we saw similar scenes. But even when police attacked the citizens, threw tear gas canisters at them, the citizens walked towards the police and demanded to have their freedom to convene, to assemble. This is what we are seeing today. And I'll tell you something, Solomon. What we are seeing today is actually a reflection of where the citizens have reached. And what they are saying, you will not use force to deny us our rights, our freedoms. Enough is enough. And that is what simply citizens are saying.
I've had many people shopping, stocking up. People are worried that this electoral process is going to be violent. And when we start looking at such pictures, it sends shockwaves to many Ugandans. Should we be worried of Thursday's elections?
No, we shouldn't. And I think it is upon the electoral management body, the candidates who are on the campaign trail, the civil society, the media itself, to allay the fears in the Ugandans' hearts, to say we can provide and deliver a clean election that is peaceful. Now, that shouldn't just be said with the lips, it should also be spoken by the hearts of the different leaders in this country.